third student already arrived here. So we start limited the information for this class. I think it is the purpose of this class is want to provide some information or something you need to know that for your selection in the near future for your job. I think not only the civil engineer like me introduce some information for you here. I think also have some chemicals or some other industry like mechanical or other field of engineer introduce a class for you. But I think if you look at my dress and my shoes here, I just come back from a construction work site. And you may think civil engineer is a very hard work for you in the near future. So you may afraid of to touch this field, especially for the civil site construction work. But I need to promote and I need to tell you about the something of the civil engineer. But I'm very sorry, my English is not quite good enough to describe everything, every detail. I want to tell you. If you have any problem or any misunderstanding of my talk, you just raise your hand and stop my talk. It is fine. You ask me, and I will try my best. Use my very poor English to introduce more detail to you for your understanding for the civil engineering. What is the civil engineering? Civil engineer need to do the job at site. Normally, we always say civil engineer is a railway train, or we call it the train engine of the oil industry. In Chinese, we say it is a 火车头工业 because it can lead. It need to perform the work in the race, other different industry in the engineering field. We know TSMC. We know TSMC is a very outstanding company, but if without any civil engineer to build the clean room for them, I think they have no chance. They have no way to develop their semiconductor industry in Taiwan or in some other place of the world. I think I always don't want to use microphone. So if you cannot hear my voice very clearly, just raise your hand, and I will try to use microphone. I also have class in NTU and also here. I have the civil construction engineering for the student come from Paraguay. So I never use the microphone in my class because I think my voice is very loud enough for you hear my voice. Okay, let me back to the civil engineer. This is my background. I think you already downloaded the file. You can just read it for my background. In fact, I am very worried about what kind of information, what material I need to prepare for you. Let me 100% understand the civil engineer. In the near future, you need to do any work for the industry, for this field of industry. And I'm also very worried about after my class, you are very afraid of civil engineering, so you never touch this field in the near future. But I think I need to introduce, I need to promote this engineering for you because always civil engineers is the just the leader of every different industry in the world to lead, because any infrastructure need to be built by civil engineers. Without this infrastructure, I think the other industry have no chance to develop, because they need the plant, they need the building, put their equipment and their everything inside. But all of the building, all the infrastructure like railway, like road, like tunnel, like bridges, always performed and executed by civil engineers. So civil engineering is a very important field, important part in our industry. So I'm trying my best to prepare some material for you, including what is the major work of the civil engineer will need to perform in the near future, and also but because now ESG topic is very famous for every different industry. So I also very briefly introduce for the ESG performance in the civil engineering, what they already achieved, or how to perform the ESG part in their work. And I also will introduce the civil works about the sustainability research and the sustainability issues for every civil engineer. Because now not only we build or we construct a new project, we also need to consider about the sustainability factor and the sustainability issues, and we need to reduce and minimize all of the impact to our environment. So the sustainability reading and the research is very important for the every project development of every project recently. And in the near future, it may be a project manager. So I need to tell you what is the most important and what are the everything you need to do when you be in the near future to be a project manager. This is a very important part of a civil engineering and civil engineer need to do. And maybe you are not a project manager, you be a civil engineer, including design work or construction work. You need to know what is the civil engineer in the construction site or in the project. You need to perform all of the details of the civil engineering work. And the major part of my presentation today is the case study, because we always know every construction company or every concern company develop their work and they develop their performance. We only know, but I just pick up some very important case that I involved, and all of these case always consider about the ESG study and the ESG and the sustainability research in this project. So I pick up some case study for you to know what a civil engineer performed, and in the near future you may be you may be involved some kind of project. You see in my presentation. Always the civil engineer first need to study and need to research I'm sorry, because I also have class in NTU today. Also originally started from 2:30, but I just postponed this class to 3:30. So I need to leave. By 3:10. So if I cannot finish all of my material here, you just can read from. I think you have the material download. You can read by yourselves. But if you have any problem or any interest for my material prepared for you, you just can try to contact me anytime. I will be more than happy to tell you and to discuss with you about my material I prepare for you today. I'm very sorry. The first important things for civil engineering to start and to research with the structural engineering, because all of different kind of of infrastructure, including building, including bridge, including tunnel, including airport. All of the infrastructure should be very, very, very focused on the structural engineering. Because the first you need to have a very safety structural design and a very how can I say a very good design for in the near future to have to provide some function, service function in this structure. So firstly, we need to know is the structural engineering, and always some bridge design, some site inspection, some foundation development, some foundation design is always very important for the structural part. Also have some building improvement. Especially we always live in some buildings, so the building safety also is very important one for you. In the near future, you need to research and you need to make good work for the structural engineering work. And also the construction and the management is the other part. There are two major parts of the civil engineering. One is for design in the maybe a consultant company. The other one is the construction management in some construction company. So you always the structural engineering. Just now I mentioned is some kind of design work in the consultant company. But the construction engineering is quite different. Not quite different. It's very similar, but it is not so easy to erect, to perform a building based on the design. It's not quite easy. So construction management and construction engineering always and also be a very, very important part. So just now I mentioned that you will be a project manager in the near future. But to be a very, very outstanding project manager should be very, very realized, do a very good job for the construction management. With very, very good construction management, then the work can be performed exactly very, very good, and this project can be finished to provide their service to everybody. I think this is also very important for civil engineer in the near future need to do. Some residential buildings, some commercial buildings, and the road, bridge, water treatment plants, and so on. This kind of infrastructure need to be very, very good performed by the construction engineer for their very good construction management in the near future. And also, because we always know ESG is a very important, very famous topic recently. Do you have any? Oh, okay. The ESG is very important topic recently. The E means the environment. So the environment research also very important for civil engineering. We need to develop our project, develop our infrastructure to reduce and minimize the harmful impact to our environment, to the ecology. So the environmental engineering, we need to also take our focus for this part. And some waste management, recycling of the materials, and water treatment, also drainage system. All of this engineering study will be improve our environment. So all of this study and all of this study. Sorry. So we always need to focus, and we need to notice and study and research for the environment engineering part. And the other very important field is the geotechnical, because everything, every bridge, every infrastructure should be built in the ground, start from the ground. So all of the geotechnical study, we need to very exactly clear. And all of design need to base on very good geotechnical research. Then we can perform a safety development infrastructure and the buildings after your design, by your design. So all of groundwork, the geotechnical research should be very clear, and you need to understand when you research for some civil engineering work. This is also very important part for you, because without the good geotechnical research, then you cannot perform a very safety infrastructure or safety project in the near future. Also, transportation engineering, you also need to, because we always have some development or build of the bridge or the road and development of some airports or some stations. So transportation engineering, you also need to know, because this is also a very important part of civil engineering, always transportation. If we cannot perform a very good transportation engineering in the near future, then every transportation route will be not very good for every users. So I think it will be a very serious problem if the transportation, the traffic is very bad. So except just now we discussed for different engineering, the transportation also need to be very good studied in the civil engineering. And all of the construction work should be composed by the material, all different material, such as concrete, such as rebars, such as the wood materials, or plastic materials. All materials you need to very exactly know what is the function of the materials. So the material engineering, you also need to very good study to know every detail for every specifications, every features of every materials. Then after all of the material you very understand then you can make a very good design for every structure and every buildings or infrastructure. So material is the basic of every civil engineering. That is also very important for the civil engineering part. Sorry. So firstly, in the opening, I just briefly introduced for the civil engineering what is the major category of the civil engineering for you. Then you understand what in civil engineering need to do, and that's why I say just now I say civil engineer always is a railway engine, a train engine for other industry, because after all of this work, you do a very good work, then the other industry can be developed based on your very good infrastructure. And the ESG now is a very important and famous topic, because if now, at least in Taiwan, if your capital more than maybe 200,000. More than your capital, your company, your capital more than 200,000 or 200,000. I think you need to prepare the ESG report every year to provide to government. If you are not perform this work, you doesn't perform this work, then the bank cannot borrow you. You cannot borrow money from the bank. The bank will reject for your request for the money. So now ESG is already is already to be performed for every different kind of industry and company. Also in the civil engineering company. But most of the ESG work is by some consultant company. The construction company, based on my knowledge, based on my understanding, it is not quite a good performing for the ESG part, especially for the construction company. Even my company is a construction company, also not perform a very good ESG. But we also provide and submit the annually ESG report to the government and to some parties. Then we can finish all of the requirements for the ESG request from government or from the bank. We know a capital 2 billion. So I'm sorry, 2 billion, more than 2 billion. Then all of the ESG work should be done. Maybe some part of the ESG work, and you need to issue and submit annually report for their review. This is the ESG circle. This is the ESG circle. For you understand, I think you can take it as a reference. In fact, in my company, only just some project to consider about the environment factors and environment influence for our design. So only environment part, we have some achievement for the ESG, and the social and the governing part. In fact, we not do very much work in this part, but we are trying. Even my company is a very large construction company in Taiwan, but we still need to have some effort for the ESG, for social and governing part of this part. So this also needs our effort. We need to pay more attention for the ESG. And in Taiwan, already have a lot of companies get some ESG certificate or get some ESG award in Taiwan. But just very little of them have some relationship with construction work, with the civil work, such as the Taiwan cement company, such as China Steel Company, and also CTCI. So even a lot of companies already have some achievement for the ESG report. Just a very few civil engineering company, and these three companies not exactly. They just related to civil engineering. By now, I think no construction, not any construction company already get some award or get some good achievement for the ESG. So we need to have some. We need also have a lot of effort we need to do for the ESG part. Always the ESG is based on the PAS 2080. And also ISO 1965, 650. This is the ESG, the major study material, and the contents and topic for the ESG study and the performance. The PAS 2080 is about the carbon management, the carbon emission management of the carbon emission. This is very famous for the recently all of the industry, including some carbon footprint research, also defined in the PAS 2080, and the ISO 650 is about the BIM. I think also of the everybody very famous and very now this topic. The BIM now already very widely used for every different type of the construction work and infrastructure. So the PAS 2080 and the ISO 19650 is also used for the ESG study for the construction company. But I just can introduce for you. And some detailed ESG development and achievement for civil engineering work. I think you can have some more reference from maybe from internet or from the other resources. Then you can know more about the ESG achievement in Taiwan by the civil engineering company. And the third part is my. In fact, this is my research. This is my research. This is my PhD topic, research topic, because we always know the green building. The green building requirement is very, very famous and very, very widely applied for every new building development of new building. But we know the civil infrastructure, such as bridge, such as tunnel. Just now I mentioned, such as a dam, such as the airport, such as the other different kind of civil infrastructure. I think we have no evaluation, we have no assessment system for this kind of civil infrastructure to know what is the sustainability research and the sustainability achievement for all of this civil infrastructure. So when my PhD program was several years ago, I selected my PhD topic. I selected this assessment system for the civil infrastructure, green civil infrastructure. And after this research, we can apply to every kind of different type of the civil infrastructure. And in my research, I just applied to bridge and the tunnel and the building and some slope research, the slope of the mountain research. So this is research frameworks for my research. Firstly, we need to know what is the key factors of the sustainability assessment system. And we need to, every key factor, we need to develop some evaluation item, for the weight, for the different weight of every single factor. Then we just divide every items to four stages. First stage is the design stage. Second is construction stage, and then after construction, finish of construction, then the operation and the maintenance stage. Then in the after life cycle of this project, the project should be demolished. So I divide the level three. In fact, I distinguish my research in 3 levels. The first level is the factor, and the second level is the evaluation items, and the level 3 is the 4 stages for construction, for design, construction, operation, and demolish. So this is my total research of my research frameworks of my research, and we know all of the studies should have some purpose, have some very, very basic requirement when we develop any new infrastructure, it should be first one. It should be keep the everything safety, including the structural safety, including the construction safety, including the operation safety, also the safety for the demolition stage. Safety, first one is safety. And the second one is we need to minimize the impact, especially for some harmful impact to the environment, to the ecology, and so on. Also, we need to optimize the landscape and also the construction method when we construct this infrastructure. And we need to enlarge our benefit for the infrastructure you develop, you will build. And if during the construction and the operation, we need to reduce any waste, because any waste will be also have some impact to our environment. So reduce the waste, the produce of the waste is also a very good, very important factor to us for when we develop and research for any new project. Also, we need to save the energy, And very important is we need to make sure that durability of the infrastructure. We cannot just use for 1 or 2 years, then this infrastructure out of order. We need to make sure it can provide very good performance to everybody for the period we want they can perform. So the durability is also very important. And we also need to notice for the human culture. And also we want this project should have some creativity for this project. And we need to control all of the budget and the cost in a reasonable range. Then after consideration of all these rules, then new infrastructure should be defined as a good infrastructure. There is some example of the road. Somebody already researched for the road, and also they have some different factors for different percentage of this research. And also this research is from my advisor of the PhD program. My advisor of also he study and research for some sustainability issues for building and for civil infrastructure. And I just to study for the global in the world what kind of green building system already performed in the world. And the Canada also already have great British tours, and the most famous is the USA for the LEED system, and the UK have a BREEAM system, and in Japan has a CASP system, and in Taiwan we have EWH system for green building. And in Taiwan, the green building already has 4 categories and 9 major evaluation items. This is a very famous system for green building in Taiwan, already performed for several years, for several dedicated years. And I just pick up some difference between the building and green building, the green civil works. Some of them are the common items for this different category, and some categories such as indoors environment, such as healthy, is more emphasized and focused for the green building system. And some of the factors such as cultural protection, such as durability, such as safety, are more important focused in the green civil infrastructures. And also we need to know the problem, to know the solution, and then finish all of the research for this structure of the research. So just now I mentioned about my research is level 1, level 2, level 3, and the level 3 I just distinguish to design, construction, operation, and the demolition of these 4 stages of the life cycle. They move to evaluation items, and there are 9 or 5 or 4 evaluation items for each single factor. And then we back to the level 1 is the factors of the whole system. So this is the also research framework structure of the green civil green civil engineering study of level 1, level 3, level 2, and the level 1. And after research, we get the weight, different weight of the level 1 for every single factors. This is some compute formulas I used for analysis of every evaluation result, and finally we get the weight for every items. And this is my research for these 10 factors: risk mitigation and reliability, ecology, environment, energy saving, waste reduction, durability, benefit, landscape, human and the cultures, and the creativity. This is the whole system, and this is my research. Just how to get, just an example, how to get the final weight of every individual factor. And this also the compute for the level 2 and we get the level 1. How I get all of the finding, all the finding to reach the weight of this item, of this single factor item. And we use this system to judge, to evaluate the performance and the achievement of any other single project. Use this system will be also computed by this by this list, and the list we can pick such as very good, such as good, and none, and bad, very bad, for every single items. Then we finally get the performance point, point of this project. Use this project just very similar to green building. What is the achievement of the green building? They also get a score, and this score can represent the achievement of the green building part. Also, this is a very similar system to get the score, can get the point, then we can define, we can realize what is the performance, what is the achievement of this new infrastructure can achieve. Then we can define this is a good sustainability work or not. Yes, finally we get some, all of this calculation just based on the equations, the formulas just now I showed to you. And this is also get an example how a single project, a new project perform the performance and the achievement they get. So I also define some different grade for this evaluation, such as certified grade, bronze grade, silver grade, gold grade, and diamond grade. The different grade has a different, every different points, different score. They can get a different achievement certificate for their achievement. This is very similar to the green building assessment system. And also have some rules to define the grade the new infrastructure get. So we will also have some rules. These rules define and tell us what is the requirement, the minimum requirement to get this grade of certificate. So some rules. In my research, I just pick up 4 different type of construction infrastructure type to evaluate the different assessment system of these different 4 type of four types of the civil construction project. First one is bridge, and the second one is tunnel, and slope, also slope, and the next one is building project. I pick up building project. My motivation is my purpose for also I put a building project in my research. I want to compare if the building project by EWH system, assessment system, is different or similar to my research, then if they can get the same grade of the certificate or not. So I just put the building project to compare the EWH system with my research, and we can find what is different, what is similar parts for the building project. So I also put the building to assess the building project by my research. Finally, I get the result of the bridge. The bridge, I have 10 factors, and all of the weight of the 10 weight, it shows that the durability is the most important one. And then also, not the durability, safety is the most important one. Durability is the second one. There are some other items such as energy saving, such as waste reduction. The weight is a little bit lower, even half of the safety and durability. This is my research, and the final result of the weight. This is the weight. This is the weight, and this is every different grade. The weight of every different grade, and this is a list to evaluate different single project for their performance and achievement. And also tunnel is similar to the bridge. The safety and the durability also the most important one. I think we can understand, we can know why the safety. Always safety is the first. All safety we need to consider if any new project or any new construction structure is not safety, not only safety in the operation, but also safety in the construction stage. I think if they cannot keep construction, I think everything we cannot develop this any new project. So risk mitigation and the safety is always the first consideration for every new project. And the durability also the next one. Sometimes we can read or we can learn some project fail. This is not meet the rules of the safety and the durability. So sometimes sometimes this kind of failure, this kind of failure caused some kill or some damage to some person. I think it's not very good for the civil construction work. So risk and the durability always we need to make the maximum focus for any development work. Also have some western landscape. Landscape is we can understand for the tunnel. No landscape necessary, no need for a tunnel work. So landscape get and the human and the culture get the lost weight for this research. Also, this is the list for tunnel, and the list will be assessment, the main body of the assessment to assess any new infrastructure development. And the slope, also slope a little bit the durability and the risk management mitigation, or a little bit lower than bridge and the tunnel. But the landscape of the slope quite important than the other project, because then the slope of a wall or slope of the mountain, it always we don't want. We always hope this kind of infrastructure can provide a very good landscape for us. So after my research, the landscape weight, the landscape part, the factor, weight of the landscape factors quite larger than the other project. So this, but anyway, the durability and the safety and the risk mitigation always the first top two important weight for any different kind of civil infrastructure. And this is also the final result of my research for the slope project. And this is the building. After my research, building has a very important one. Benefit is quite higher than different projects, because when you make a building, we always hope this building can provide us more benefit, more functional achievement, and more functional purpose for us. So after my research, the benefit quite high than bridge and then tunnel and then other different kind of projects. So the building represents a different result for the weight of every different factors. But anyway, the durability and the risk also get the top two importance of the whole system. So this is also a list of the result of my research for different weight of every single factor for the building project. And after my research, we know the importance of different stages: design, construction, operation, and the demolition. All of 4 different kind of project. It shows the design always the most important stage, and then construction, then operation, then demolition. The demolition stage just a little bit importance for the whole life cycle, for the whole life cycle. And the most important one is the design stage. We know if we cannot perform the very good design, then the follow construction and the operation and also demolition stage cannot perform a very good work. So good design need the good follow the stage for a project. So the bridge, the tunnel, the slope, and the building, they always show the design stage always about have 40% of the importance, and the construction about have 30% of the importance, and the operation about 20% of the importance, and the demolition is only have about 10, not more than 10% for in the life cycle. And all of the factors I compare here to compare different type of the structure, infrastructure, represent different weight for every single factors. So sometimes the benefit is important than others. Sometimes the landscape is more important than others. So, but anyway, the safety and the durability always is the most important. We need to focus for every different type of civil engineering and civil infrastructures. And also I compare with the Taiwan EEWH Green Building Assessment System with my green civil infrastructure assessment system, and I just pick up some similar and some differences from this take list, and I just can realize what is the important items for the civil structure, and what is the important item for the building structures. So I just list here for your reference. And I just want to pick up some important item for a project manager need to do for you here. First one is planning. If you, in the near future, you go to a construction site or you go to a new infrastructure development project, you need to make a very good planning. Very good planning. Good planning, just now I said, emphasize this in the most important is the design stage. A good planning can lead to a very good design for the project. So good planning is a very important first one for you. If you in the near future you'll be a project manager, is a planning work. You need to pay more attention than others. And the other one is the hire and to fire somebody, for some members from your group. I think to hire a good, correct, right personnel for your work, to perform your project is very important. Everybody knows. If you use a wrong guy, or you use a person not suitable for your project, then it may cause some problem to your project. But we know to hire somebody or to fire somebody always is very difficulty for every supervisor, for every manager to decide. Sometimes it is the more difficult than construction work at site. So the first one is planning, and the second one you need to know is to hire a good personnel for your project, and to fire somebody not suitable for your project. So this is also important for you to be a management. And always, just now I mentioned, we need to control our new project to a real reasonable cost. How to control your cost in a reasonable stage, in a real range, to get some goal. You need to how to finish this work. What is the target of your new project that can help you to get to control the budget and the cost to the reasonable range. And everything need to on time, because always if the management of the project is out of your control, then the project cannot be finished. Every single item cannot be done in the real time. So always keep everything on time. It's very important for a project manager to perform his project work. Yeah, budget again. You need to control your budget in your limitation. You cannot out of control of the budget. If out of very severe out of control for the budget, then it may cause a very serious problem for your project. You can understand. Sometimes we overrun the budget. Then I think maybe some project will be stopped due to very seriously overrun for the budget. So keep your budget, stay on your budget is also very important for a manager, for a project manager. And keep the client and your boss on the route. It means everything you need to report. You need to report to the client. You need to report to your boss. Some very serious problem caused by miscommunication between you and your boss and you and your client. So always everything, especially very important items should be reported. Maybe just a verbal report or a paper report. Anyway, need to let your boss and your client know what happened in your project. This is all very important. And you need to be a management of the dispute. Sometimes we have some dispute with your client. Sometimes we have some dispute with your subcontractors. So we need to arrange and you need to manage all of this dispute. If the dispute cannot be controlled and the dispute go enlarge, then the project should have a very serious impact to the project. So management and control the dispute to some perform very well control for this part. I think it can help you smoothly go ahead and smoothly finish your project. And also we need to control the risk. Just now, I just mentioned about the risk mitigation and the safety. Always you need to control the risk to reduce any possibility of the risk. This is also very important for a project manager. We cannot just let every risk go by themselves. Then sometimes happen very dangerous things in the site, in every project. And it may cause some damage or some hurt to humans. So I think to minimize the risks in your project is also very important for you to be a project manager. And also some other responsibilities, such as plan and arrange every details for your construction work or your design work, and ensure everything for the client. They get the good support. Just now I mentioned about to report to your client is very important. Also, you need to make sure they get some support from you. Then they can perform a very good work by themselves, but for their own part. And we need to have some contact with our staff, with our any stakeholders and any different party. We need to have some contact and good communication for every different party. Then your construction work or your development work can go smoothly. And you need to do some coordination for different, or also the same. So the communication coordination, and you need to have some training work for your group. All of these things you need to do is for. We hope you can perform a very good and proper work for your civil engineering work. If you are only be a civil engineer and engineer, you will also have some duty need to do in the near future to be a very good civil engineer. Maybe you are not a manager. Maybe you be just a design engineer or a construction engineer. You also need to focus on some very important factors and some very important issues. Then the civil construction work or design work can be performed very good in the near future under your control. Also, not only the project manager need to have some good planning, the civil engineer also need good planning, because your good planning will support and will help the project manager to perform his work very, very exactly on everything he need to control, such as the on time, on the schedule on time, such as the control, good control for the budget, such as good communication for different parties, between different parties. So the civil engineer also need to help the project manager make some good planning and some good management for the details of every project. At the construction site, we need to have a good work, good work. You supervise something because you are a civil engineer. You need to monitor. You need to let all of the workers know what they need to do. What they need to do. So you need to you need to train them. You need to supervise what they do the good work or not. So supervise at site is a basic. Supervision at site is the basic duty of a civil engineer. Yes, this is the very important part. And we also need to control the quality. And we also need to control the safety. Everything we need to know. Safety always is the most important issue. When every day we go to site, or every day we perform a design work. On the except the safety, the other important is quality control, QC. Quality control. So every single project, firstly we need to think about is the safety control and quality control. Then we keep these two items very exactly properly performed. Then we can think about budget. We can think about schedule on time. We can think about other items or other issues. First, the important one is safety management and quality control. We also need to think about this for a civil engineer. And sometimes we need to make some research, and we need to develop some new material, develop for some new construction method, or we need to have some study for new information, new knowledge for your construction or your design work. So sometimes, if you a good civil engineer should have some research and the development work when he perform his job. And the project report and the site investigation always performed, because every records, every result of the construction, you can be your database for under your knowledge for your management. So in the near future, all of this report, all of this result, all of this site investigation will be a very good database for you to perform another different for your experience to perform another different project in the near future. So project report you need to keep, and you need to make a very good project report for your project for a civil engineer. And we just get all of this report and the result of investigation in your database. Then it will help you, and you will be a very good civil engineer in the near future, since you already have all of these reports and all of these result investigation report for you. You are very strong for your construction or your design knowledge for you in the near future. I think this project report and investigation report also very important for civil engineer. And we always need to very clearly read all of the certification code in the project, and we need to manage all of procurement of materials. Just now we said from the beginning, a civil work include very important part is material research. For the material, a good material can lead very high level successful of the construction and the development of the civil engineering work. So we need to, if you perform or involve development of the structure, then material research of the material is always very important for you, and you need to procure a right material. You cannot buy a material that is not right or not suitable for your project. You need to prevent this kind of things happen for your project in your project. So to read the certification, to read all codes, all course, very, very carefully and procure right material, also very important for you. If you use the wrong material, such as wrong concrete or incorrect rebars or incorrect steel members, then your infrastructure should be failure maybe in the near future. Yeah. So also important for material and reading and understanding of your certification, project certifications. Also communication. Just now the project manager need to have some communication. Also the other civil engineer also need the communication and some discussion between different parties. So always communication, coordination, and discussion always very, very important for every single engineer involved to a project. Always. Without communication, without good communication, we cannot get a good planning. We cannot get a good sufficiently support all of the things we need to support for a project. So always we need to keep communication with other engineers and coordinate, and we have some discuss with them for a better performance and achievement of the project. Always. And now do you need take rest or directly present my slide to end of take rest now? No. Or I directly just for this I show all of this case study, and after show all of this case study, then end of today's my talk. By now any problem or any question do you want to ask me or have any misunderstanding? Okay. I think that we will not have a rest, and maybe what time? I think we can end off this class will be on time. Case one is the Suhua Highway Improvement Project. I think in local students are very, very familiar for this project, Suhua Highway Improvement. This is the first project, first development in Taiwan to make some new research, such as carbon footprint research, such as for some research for some species in the river or in the field. So some new items add to this project. So this project for the sustainability issues for this project was performed very good. This project already finished and serviced to traffic for 2 or 3 years, and now the project, the performance and the function of the project will be have very good performance recently. The carbon footprint in investigation in this project was performed very good, and after research of this project, every carbon footprint, every single item, such as rebars installation, such as formwork installation, concrete placement, such as other different pile work, different of construction site work, they get some footprint basis. And after collect of all of this footprint data, then we can make as a reference in the near future when we perform some new project. We can take a very good reference for all of the carbon footprint results in this project we get. So this is the also frameworks of the carbon footprint investigation in this project. And then finally, we just get the intensity and the factors of this every single item. Then we get the carbon footprint point. get carbon footprint point. And we already get some results. And also we still, for different other projects, we also perform similar this kind of research for the carbon footprint. Then we more data we get, then it can help us to develop to improve our sustainability work in the near future when we develop any new civil engineering work. And there is some materials and the transportation and operation of major items. We get the carbon footprint results. This here, and after research in some single project, we get the this is 50%, 30%, 70%, and 80% to reduce of the carbon emission. This is our effort for this project, and we get the very, I think, very good achievement for when we develop for this project. So how to improve our carbon emission work? First one is to reduce the use of cement, because in the concrete we use some cement, and we can have some material to replace the cement in the concrete. Then if we reduce the use of the cement, then we can reduce the excavate for the cement, excavate work in the mountain for the cement. Then we can reduce the harmful impact to our environment. So first is reduce some material for the cement use is the first one. And secondly, we can just perform a very good control for our operation of our every equipment or every machinery. When we perform some works at the site, we just optimize all of the control of the. We just use the right equipment. We not use very large equipment to spend a lot of energy. We also don't use very small equipment, but we just spend a lot of time for operation of this work. So we use the right material, then we can minimize the carbon emission. So some effort we use, and we also use the batch plant. Batch plant means the mix for the concrete material. We also use the batch plant close as possible to the work site. Then we can reduce the transportation distance of the concrete material. Then we also can reduce carbon emission and also reduce some energy. We also can save in some energy. So all of these efforts, then we get the achievement of the reduce the carbon emission for this project. Also, we have some ecology conservation in this Suhua Highway project. We just research for some birds, some specified birds, and some amphibians and reptiles, also some fishes and some Formosa seals and some freshwater crabs. All of these species we need to very carefully monitor for their quantity in their life field during our construction. We cannot very seriously reduce their quantity when we cannot find them. It means our construction work just have some damage to their environment, so they miss. So if this kind of situation happen, we need to stop our work and to find what kind of impact to them. So we cannot find them. We cannot be in their life field. So we also have a lot of research for all of these species in the Suhua Highway construction realm. And this is some specified bird results of the research, and also amphibians and reptiles research result here, and also some species for such as crabs and fishes also we also research for this and the crabs and some crabs and also and the bats. Also, all of these results show that the construction work had not a very serious impact to them. So this is also very successful research and successful construction project for the environment and for the ecology field. And we also, if in our route, if we have some very important trees, we not just cut them, just by excavator, just cut them. No, we will move them to a very specified zone to just reserve them. So all of the important trees were not killed during our construction work. We always move them to other place, and after finish of our work, we just move them back to their original area for their growth. And we also built some tunnels and some corridors for the animals without any to prevent any road kill, because if some animals go into the road, and we also have some fence, some steel fence, some net fence to prevent some animals going to the highway area. And if they go to the highway area, then the kill road will be happen for the animals. And also build some facilities to prevent any impact to their environment. So this is the example of the bridge in Suhua Highway. In Suhua Highway, this is the landscape sample. This bridge goes through the village called Baimi. Baimi in Chinese, Baimi means rice. Because the village is a rice village, Baimi village. So we designed the pylon tower of the bridge like a rice shape. This is some kind of landscape design. And everybody goes through here. Then they know now already arrived at the Baimi village. So this is an example of the landscape design for the bridge. Also, this is another example for the bridge, because this bridge goes past by the Taiya apple tree. The location of the Taiya, the very dense area of the Taiya group. So we just make some totem, some picture, some image to the pylon of the bridge for the Taiya, for the Taiya person. Then it also has another landscape consideration for the bridge design. Also, we built some other facilities for the animals, including some bird care box, some bird net here, and some escaping channel for some animals. So this is our effort for the Suhua Highway Improvement Project. And also we performed some cultural renovation because during the construction we found some very old, very ancient products from the soil we found. So we start work. Then some research for this maybe the product was produced more than 1,000 years ago. So after all of this research, then we keep going for the construction work. So we need to notice everything, including the cultural renovation. Then we cannot damage them due to our construction work, just direct by excavator to damage all of these things, all ancient things. So this is also a very good example for the cultural renovation in this project. I also have some research by some researchers, research of some professors to perform all of this research here. And they find some materials, some things from there. And after research, we think some of them more than was made more than 1,800 years ago. 1,800 years ago. And we also have some reduced for the carbon emission, reduce for the carbon emission. And also after finish of this project, some carbon emission was reduced for 43%, 34%, 40%, and 36%. It's quite good achievement to reduce the carbon emission in this project. And after evaluation for the system, for the assessment system, just now I present to you, this project get the gold grade, for to evaluate. So it is a very good performance for the sustainability reading. And I just make some, because I always speak here in my class. I always prepare some video, and all of this video. Sorry, I have some typo. Just forget. All of this video was prepared by myself, and I just add it. And this some of this video I also present in my other class in NTUST for Paraguay students. So I try my best to add some Spanish in the subtitle for their understanding. But I'm not quite sure the subtitle of Spanish is correct or not. But if you have know the Spanish and find some error in here, just forget. Just allow my mistake. And I think this kind of video can help you to understand what we do, what we have done in our civil construction project. This is the management example of the management during construction of the bridge close to the railway. This is a very high risk portion, so we have some risk management, something to do to management the risk, to reduce every risk. But after finish, we didn't happen any dangerous things in this project.
经检讨出高风险管制作业项目，共有2项，分别为 P9 桥墩紧致基础施工以及 P8至 P10 桥墩间的全背箱型2节块施工。本工程各阶段高风险管制施工作业，均由工程处处长、副处长以及段长等各级长官随时召开高风险管制会议检讨，并指示应注意事项，以确保施工零风险。第一个高风险项目为 P9 桥墩紧致基础施工，为确保基础施工期间紧邻的北围铁路轨道之安全，基础施工前，我们先将基础周围及底部进行高压喷射装地盘改良，这就是地盘改良装平面配置以及现场施工的情形。另外，我们也在轨道上布设呈现观测点，配合全测站经纬仪，24小时全天候自动监测轨道状况。当其平均呈现值超过警戒值时，就会自动以手机简讯通知相关主管，以确保施工零风险。 本工程第二个高风险管制项目是自 P8 到 P10间全被箱型梁结块之施工作业，经检讨包含2处闭合结块在内，总计有29个结块属于高风险项目。因为这些结块都会穿越北回铁路的铁轨上方，或是临近其上方，施工中务必要做到滴水不漏，确保没有任何杂物会掉落，影响铁路行车安全。我们特别在工作车下方设置大底板。此一大底板均经由副处长及各级长官一次又一次的检查，确认没有问题之后，便利用夜间申请封锁断电的时间进行吊装作业。有了大底板的保护，后续作业就可以在安全无虞的情况下持续进行。
I'm very sorry that in my video only Chinese and the subtitle in Chinese subtitle. But if you only know English, only no, I'm very sorry. It's just from the video you can know what we were done in the past periods. And follow some video. Maybe I provide some English subtitle, but some of them not. The second example case study is Ankang Railway light railway project. This is an MRT project, and we have a very this is also research frameworks. And I want to introduce this project for the Anxin Bridge, because in this area there are nine stations for this whole project. 9 stations. And this area is a very large steel bridge across to the Xindian River, and this bridge also consider and take some effort for the sustainability part for this bridge, build of this bridge. Originally, the concept of the design used the steel frame bridge, but since the construction of the steel frame, we need to make a lot of temporary support system and temporary steel bridge system cross the river of the river in the river. So it might have some impact to the river. So we change different design like this. Use this new structure type to prevent, because the construction of this type, we will not build any temporary support for this construction of this bridge. So it can reduce to minimize the impact to the riverside. So we select this new design, and this design can perform a lot of sustainability performance to minimize the impact to the environment and the ecology. And we just think this shape of the bridge a little bit like a large bird flying. So it's also a good landscape consideration for this project. And for the safety of the whole structure, we perform a lot of inspection. We perform a lot of tests for this bridge, and also the load test for the piles. We perform a very large load test for the piles, and this is also load test for piles. And get the final result of the piles, settlement of the piles, very exactly under our control, under our calculation. So we can define, we can perform, we can just prove the loading of the pile is exactly sufficiently to support the whole bridge. Total of 42 bridge was built in this project. Very large pile. And we use a very special erection system for installation of these steel members of this steel frame. This is the side photos. And Also, this device is special designed for this project. Special designed for this project. We leave the material here, and here is the device can send delivery this steel member to here, and if this crane can be erect from just not without any support system. Direct erect and installation all steel frames in here, so it can reduce all of impact to the river. And the tunnel, we also perform a tunnel test, window test, to realize what is the maximum displacement of the bridge under very high speed wind force. And finally, we get the result, very good result for this tunnel, wind tunnel test. And the beam just now I described that the beam also be the ESH, one of the ESH, one of the ESH issues for when we perform some ESH work. The beam, we also apply the beam system, the beam application for this bridge, design of this bridge. This is some example of the beam output of the beam system. We also use beam to develop the installation process steps for every different single steps to let all of the installer, all of the workers know how to install this bridge, and when they go to site, they can just exactly perform all of the erection work for this bridge, and all of the erection work can be prevented to make any impact to the river. Also, we have a very good cable system, steel cable system, because this is the cable stayed bridge. We also have a very good cable system and some long-term monitoring system for this bridge. The life cycle of this bridge will be 120 years. And we hope during the life cycle of 120 years, all of the monitoring system can function to provide the engineer what is the condition of the bridge, Yeah. So some study of the sustainability research for this bridge, including environmental sustainability, including efficiency of the equipment, machine, carbon reduction, and also we have some research for some species. This is some research for some species, and this project, the Mountain Bridge, we get based on my research, we get at least the silver grade of the Green Silver project assessment system. This bridge get a silver grade. Also, I played a video to introduce construction of this bridge. the next case study, I want to introduce hydraulic power station restoration project. Because when the earthquake 921, the very serious earthquake occurred in past about 20 years ago. And that earthquake very seriously damaged central Taiwan, included the dam, included a lot of building, bridges, and also a lot of bridge during that earthquake. Also, there's some building damaged, and also all of hydraulic power plant in the Dajia River also damaged during the earthquake. So we have some restoration work for this to repair this power plant. And this is from this project you can know what is the damage to the whole plant. This is the original power plant. This is the tail. A plant always have a terrace water for. Not I think how can I say? Normally a power plant is always we just get some water from the dam, from the dam structure. Then we get the water go outside, go through the turbine, the water turbine, hydraulic turbine of the plant. Then we get the power. Then the water come outside from the tail tunnel. So this is the originally terrace tunnel of the plant. Then the water after the power generation, then the water come outside from this terrace tunnel. And after earthquake, the river ground up to here. And after other earthquake, the river changed. Original river here, but after typhoon, after earthquake, then the river bed, the river ground up to here. So it's quite very seriously damaged to the whole plant. So we need to repair it. The restoration work is to repair to build a new power plant, new hydraulic power plant for this project. And also we have some research frameworks, and this is the list some earthquake and the typhoon, what the damage to the hydraulic power plant. And also we have a lot of very massive groundwater leakage from the ground. That is very serious problem for this project, repair of this project. So we need to prevent all of the water damage to the construction, repair of this project. So a lot of work, a lot of grouting work we need to perform in this project, and a lot of effort that we take for this project. Some solution for the problem, some solution for all problem we face listed here in this list, and we can see the improvement of some assist facilities for this public restoration work, and also some repair work for some facilities. And also we have new repair facility for repair work. This is another facility for repair work, and another facility for repair work. Yet another more and more facility. This is the grouting work we performed for this project. And after grout work, the originally like this way, and after grout, the condition like this, and after grout, the condition like this. This is the whole research and the discussion and the planning of the groundwork for this project. And this is a sequence to perform the repair work, restoration work of this project, hydraulic power. This original project, and we remove all the structure, and we remove the generator of this plant, and we build a new one. Build a new turbine, hydraulic turbine here to generate the power. And the major work items of this project is shown in this video. And all of these works, the major works, we already finished for this power plant. And this power plant already finished 10 years ago. And it's new for some more new facility for after restoration of this project. And also, this project gets the gold grade of this, and I also show by a video to introduce the restoration work of this project.
各位女士、先生以及各位专家，大家好！太乙很荣幸有此机会，在第5届土木工程国际学术会议中，和大家做工程经验的分享。大甲溪在全长70公里的范围内，其高差达到1200公尺，共设有德基、青山、古关、天伦以及马鞍5座发电厂。 其总发电容量达到117万千瓦。1999年9月21日凌晨1点47分，一场瑞士规模7.3的强烈地震，重创台湾东部的集集镇。这次地震除了造成人员的重大伤亡之外，亦使许多的基础建设受到严重的损坏。 刚才简报和大家分享，就是一个位于台湾中受损严重的古关水力发电厂复建工程。古关水力电厂复建工程是一项具高度挑战性的工程。诚如刚才的简报内容，我们的规划设计和施工以工程有序为基本考量，注重施工和未来电厂营运的安全。 在面对大自然巨大破坏力的情况下，我们寻求最有效、最安全且最符合永续精神之方案，一一克服施工困难问题。最后，终能在全体工程师的努力之下，解决所有艰难问题，让电厂于2008年恢复商业运转，提供永续的动力与能源。 感谢全体专家的聆听，太乙祝福各位专家工作顺利。
Yeah. This is another project for building. Yeah. This also the details. Also some we just performed some sustainability considerations. So all the work we done in the past is to reduce the material use, reduce the energy consumption, and we try to make to minimize any impact to the site, the area near the site. So the carbon we reduce the carbon emission for 627 tons in this project. Yeah, also. This project they get the bronze grade, and also I used some of the video I have some presentation when I have some reports in the national conference. So just directly take the video I performed in the past and share to you here.
知道是开挖与禁止开挖，开挖作业顺利起来。当开挖完成后，进行地下室结构体的施工，本工程采同步施工之方式，一起进行结构体施工的同时，尚未完成开挖作业之区域，持续进行开挖，如此可大幅缩短施工时程，使整体施工进度得以超前。本工程现在已经完工验收，且获得包括台北市政府和工程会多项奖项的肯定。愿各位先。
I think the other. And also, have some. This is the some publication by myself. More than this publication already published. And yeah, this also has some introduced for myself. Has some foreign disease. So I think this is the end of my class. And is there any question or problem you want to ask me? I'm very sorry because my English is not quite good to explain everything to you. But I hope if you have any question, if any misunderstanding, you can try to contact me. I will be very, very happy to discuss and to provide some opinion or some suggestion to you for your selection, for your in the near future what kind of industry you want to involve. Nothing else. Thank you very much.